Some of y'all won't get most of this, but most of these guys. For the past 100 days, I've worn some meaningful hippie jewelry. These have included a leather bracelet that says, breathe, because sometimes I forget, like right now. I wear an Andrew Savage car hood because that's just cool. I wear many other pieces, but the one that stands out most is a simple washer that's engraved with the words, grateful. So I begin here. Thank you, Scott Williams and Cindy DeChico, for getting this program dressed and equipped with the help of Scott Zan and Brian Sosinski, John Gillette, and LJ Garnier of Nike and BSN Sports. Thank you, Dave Brown, for keeping us strong and healthy. Thank you, Scott Zimmerman, for taking care of Nicole's head and other rovers and giving us a place to rest when needed. Thank you to the Pit and Jazz Band for sometimes showing up to games and making Fiend a great place to play. Thank you to Casey, Lacey, Jackie Lewis, alumni. Thanks for returning and sharing yourselves. Thank you, Lisa. It's got to be great to be a state champion the first time. Thank you, Jackie. How cool is it to go back to back? Chi. You are a 9.25 this year. But I guess we'll round it up to a 10-ish. This is very objective. Thank you to my cadre friends that you guys don't know for their service and for teaching me ways of making teams feel comfortable while they're uncomfortable. Speaking of which, thank you, Sally, wherever you are. May your unbalanced personality continue to overflow with love. Thank you to Disney's Angels, whoever you are. Thank you to Mr. Brosnan. We do our best to represent Mitty and its values. Thank you, Josh Walker. He's the boss now, but he knows exactly what we go through. Thank you, Mr. Matthews. 17 years ago, we never could have imagined what these guys would do. And I'm continually grateful for the opportunity you gave me. Thank you, Mimi, with all my heart and grumpiness. I love you. Family and friends, thank you for your sacrifice of time, your commitment of support. Thank you for your tears and cheers. Thank you for your confidences. Thank you so much for the media guys, with all your pictures and your videos. Thank you for the biological treasures you share. Special thanks goes to LaWanda. I'm calling you LaWanda for the first time. For organizing these varsity parents. I'm sure they'll take care of it. They got some special coming. Oh, you're right there. Just hiding, but we got some for it. My mother always, and everybody knows, they see my mom sitting up during the big games with this paper and pencil taking notes. And I struggle because I know I have to call her and say, Mom, what do you think? And then she usually something like, Candace got to get up more. So after state, I called her. It took me 2 days because I was going to get critiqued. And she said, you know what you got to do? You got to figure out how you can replace LaWanda. She's the difference maker. Children, students, teams, I personally want to thank you guys for being you. Thank you for being my heroes. Thank you for being our inspirations. Thank you for your sacrifices of time. Thank you for being our teachers. I now can do the mannequin challenge. I can shoot you on the tee. And I can even whip. Thank you for your commitment to selflessness. Thank you for believing in yourselves. So maybe you can believe in us too. Make sure we continue to study. Martin Luther King Jr. once proclaimed, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. I took that first step 17 years ago with this program. And in 2001, I thought I found the top of the staircase, a state championship. But as I looked ahead, there were more steps. In 2003 and 2004, back-to-back state champions. But alas, again, not the top of the staircase, just a landing. So we take the next step. In 2008, 2009, 2 more state championships and an undefeated season. We're #1 in the country. But we keep stepping until now. Back to back, to back, to back, to back state championships. Never anyone could imagine that this is what the whole staircase looked like. But yet, I look at the faces of the freshmen, I look at the faces of the sophomores and the juniors, and realize there's still more steps. It's risky to take the steps, but we're taking all the risks. It takes a strong individual to simply risk the rejection of auditioning for this program. You've all done that. Simply committing yourself to us in our endeavor is perfect. It's the perfect risk. The lesson is this: in our privileged world, we must be grateful for the past and for what we have. We must always be present, but we must continue to take risks to move to the future. Have faith, just stay present, and take the next step. As David Foster Wallace said, I wish you way more than luck. As Stephen Jobs said, stay hungry, stay foolish, and as I say, imagine the possibilities and believe. Let me introduce these guys now. The back-to-back 2016 inaugural Open Division champions. A title they earned every day with faith, love, humility, and lucidity. I had to practice saying that word. First, we got 7 rookies, a 5'10" outside hitter, freshman #4, Megan Lux. A 6-foot freshman middle blocker, #7, Julia Cabri. A 6'2" freshman opposite, Ellen Ferguson. A 5'5" sophomore defensive specialist, #2, Lauren Hattinger. Junior defensive specialist, #3, Skylar Scavenge. A 5'9" junior middle blocker. 5'9", that's all you are. If you look at the pictures, your head's way above you now. #10 junior center, Audrey Wolf. Second year is a 6'2" junior outside hitter, Durango All-Tourney. Honorable mention, All WCAL, Mercury News highlight reel. She led us in a stat, passing attempts. #8. We were counting the whole time whether she was going to get to 600. I was like, oh, you're going to do it. A 5'9" junior setter, second team All WCAL, Durango All-Tourney, Max Prep's California State Player of the Week, Michaela Saka. A 5'8" senior middle blocker, the first winner of back-to-back CIF State Sportsmanship Award winners. That's all right. 5'10" junior outside hitter, #13, honorable mention, All WCAL, All Mercury News highlight reel, and our kill leader with 355, Nicole Liddell. Stay focused, keep getting your reads, and then she yells, and let's have fun! And no, she said fun. 5'11", junior opposite, first team All WCAL, Durango All-Tourney, Mercury News Athlete of the Week, Prep Volleyball Dream Team Player of the Week, NFHS Player of the Game, Stockton Classic MVP, Cameron Cooley. A 5'9" junior libero, 2-time first team All WCAL, Santa Barbara All-Tourney. My favorite comment that I'll remember forever from the announcer Rob Esparro. He goes, you know, Santa Margarita, they had the best defense in the country. You had Kate, it's all you needed. Kate from And you didn't get kicked out. You got smashed out. Prep Volleyball Dream Team Player of the Week, Mercury News Player of the Week, Sports Illustrated Face in the Crowd, First Team All WCAL Durango Tournament, MVP Stockton Classic All Tournament, WCAL Player of the Year, CCS Player of the Year, Second Team AVCA Under Armour All-American, State Gatorade finalist, only the 5th four-time state champion ever, committed to the University of Arizona, #1, Candace Daniels. Scholar athlete, going to Stanford University, K-Form. Nobody works harder when it comes to grades right now, so take heart in what she does. Most inspirational, Alyssa Rice. We don't have a coaches award. We have this hybrid award that's a combination of Player of the Year and Most Inspirational, which is Nicole Liddell. And the Player of the Year, Kate Formico.
First off, I want to say I'm sorry if my voice cracks. I was scrimming a lot this weekend.
Here.
Lisa, you have been such a great coach to this team all season. The role of assistant coach is not always an easy job, but you seem to do it flawlessly. Both as a coach and as a supporter, you were always pushing for us to reach our full potential, and we're always there when we needed you. Between the long drive to Santa Barbara and your always helpful charge during a match, you always help us with every step of the way this season, and we couldn't ask for anything more. In the gym, you are always motivating us to keep getting better and better with each practice and match that comes our way. From the first day of practice to the final match of the season, you were there through it all, and we can't thank you enough. And even though the 2016 is over, I will still be complimenting you on your outfits when I see you on campus. Thank you, Lisa, for everything that you do as a coach and as a supporter of the Mitty volleyball program. We are so thankful that we had the chance to be coached by you this season. Thank you. Jackie, or as I like to call you, Jaquisha. In the short 2 years you've been on this team, you have made significant contributions. You are the fun, nice guy coach that everyone likes and respects. And we respect you a lot because when the time comes for you to get on the box and hit our hand, you are guaranteed to nearly break at least one of our fingers. You help us to relax in great times of stress and make volleyball a lot more fun. Thank you for filming and editing hours upon hours of volleyball games and to help us prepare for our next match. And another even greater thank you for doing this all while being a father, because by the look of how tired you are some days, I know being a dad is no easy feat. So on behalf of the entire Mitty volleyball team, we want to thank you for sacrificing so much of your time to coach us and make us better volleyball players every single day.
Lacey. Thank you, Lacey, for being there for us throughout the season. You are both an emotional supporter while also motivating us to work our hardest at all times on the court. Countless times you were there for us as someone we could talk to about anything, volleyball related or not. We always felt comfortable confiding in you between plays or during an off period in the cafeteria. You are extremely helpful on the court as well, giving useful pointers, yelling and cheering us on, and helping us sustain a good mood throughout practice. With the middles, you constantly remind us of things to fix so we can reach our full potential, using very unique methods of coaching that include whipping during transition, even though you never actually admit that you hit it. You do. Thank you so much for your support throughout the season for this team and your support of me the past 4 years, beginning with our freshman season together. I'm going to miss you, and we're so thankful as a team to have had the opportunity to be coached by you this season. Thank you, Chi, for your dedication this past season to help us grow into better players. Your technical tips are always very helpful, and your words of encouragement are very appreciated. Thank you for being so considerate, bringing us chips and fruit when you know we would be hungry, or just simply asking how our day was before we started passing. While our platform may only be at an 8.5, and our feet at an 8, maybe, you have helped the passers improve so much this season with your short serves that drop at the 2-foot line and your deep floating serves. You always ask for the passers' input on what we want to focus on today, and we appreciate you allowing us to choose our focus. Your rating on our passing makes normal serve receive drills fun, as Nicole loves to argue with the rating she receives. You have helped me, along with the rest of the team, improve over the past season so much, and we couldn't have been so successful without you. It has truly been an honor to play under your coaching, and I will forever be grateful to be a part of this amazing program and community.
I never said your name in the speech, but I think we can all assume this is for AC. Okay. The routine, stressful, last-minute memorization of odd yet inspiring songs on the night of August 4th launched us back into another season in this extremely special program, the whirlwind of 4 months that has led us to where we are today. To be completely honest, from the second you had us army crawling across the gym floor 4 times and endlessly running in step during tryouts, many of us were unsure that we'd live to this point. The formation left us all exhausted beyond belief and has left San Francisco to be a place of slight terror ever since. The name Sally will never be the same, nor will the beautiful city skyline be that we saw from the top of those roughly 2 million stairs we climbed in under 10 minutes. Tunnel of Love and the Bridge of Death were painful yet essential to our team building and learning to, as you like to say, suffer in silence to the best of our abilities, and demonstrated the true meaning of working hard for others, regardless of how you feel or how badly your mind is screaming for you to give up. What enabled us to endure all of these trials and tribulations was the central message you constantly instilled in us: the importance of trust and reliance on each other and the ability to work as a team. While this team is decorated with many respectable individual players, it is not any singular standouts, but the cohesive manner in which we interact and play as one unit that makes us truly great. We learned to endure pain and overcome the seemingly impossible tasks you occasionally challenged us with by working together, and this carried over in a crucial way to our mindset on the court. In times of stress and high pressure, there was not a second thought in the mind of anyone on the court that they could trust every single person around them to do their jobs to the best of their abilities. We saw each other striving to be our best in the gym every single day because of the other and possibly most important ideal that you centralized our focus on. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I know as much as you may not want to admit this, from your constant reminders that you are not here to be a cheerleader when we suck. You are our #1 fan. I am personally inspired by your love for the game and passion for our team. While the many state championships you have may spice it up a bit, You've been doing this essentially the same. You've been doing this essentially same exact thing for many years. Yet you still manage to inspire a gym full of stubborn, tired, occasionally extremely lazy girls every single day. I hear every year in your speech here tonight that we are your heroes, but I don't think that you give yourself enough credit and acknowledge that it is reciprocated. We just all want to thank you so much for taking such a crazy, tiring, and long season and making every second worth it. Thank you.
She was in my class for 2 years, too. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, this is the day of the Lord's Day. Let us rejoice and glad and Mitty on 3. 1, 2, 3. We're out here.